26. Quantity. When we talk about learning a language, there are many different methods. Some students spend much time on grammar, while others focus on speaking. The most successful learners usually combine both. Although a few people believe that vocabulary is less important, this idea is completely wrong. Without words, you can't express even a little meaning. At first, learning can feel very difficult, but if you keep practicing, it becomes fairly easy. At second and third stages, students often need more reading and listening to improve faster. Some students try too hard to memorize everything, which is not always effective. It's quite common to forget words if you don't review them. A great way to learn is to practice regularly. If you study extremely hard, but without a plan, you may not get much result. It's rather better to spend less time, but with clear goals. All learners can succeed if they choose the right strategy. Whether you learn quickly or slowly doesn't matter. Either way, progress is possible. Some people make unusually fast progress, and that's totally inspiring. So, don't give up. 27. Countries and nationalities. Last year, I joined an international cultural camp, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. People from many countries came together. I met an Australian student who told me amazing stories about Australia, especially about the beaches and kangaroos. A Swiss group from Switzerland shared delicious chocolate with everyone. There were also some Austrian singers from Austria, and they performed traditional music, which was beautiful. A Dutch traveler from the Netherlands taught us how to ride bicycles like locals. Some Norwegian and Swedish friends explained the difference between life in Norway and Sweden, which was quite interesting. I also talked with a Polish artist from Poland, who painted landscapes during the camp. From Egypt, an Egyptian historian told us about the pyramids. A Turkish cook from Turkey made amazing dishes. A group of Greek students from Greece taught us a fun dance. There were Vietnamese students from Vietnam, too, and I felt proud to share my culture. People from Saudi Arabia were very friendly. The Saudis offered dates and tea. An Afghan poet from Afghanistan recited traditional poems. Finally, an Israeli student from Israel shared stories about life in their country. If I have another chance, I'll definitely join this camp again to meet even more people from around the world. 28. Languages and grammar. There are many languages in the world, and each one is unique. Some of the most widely spoken languages include English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Dutch, Russian, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Greek, Hindi, Arabic, Persian, and Turkish. Learning a new language is both exciting and challenging, because every language has its own grammar rules and writing system. When people start learning, they usually begin with the alphabet, where each letter is important. Then, they move on to words, phrases and sentences, which help them express ideas more clearly. A sentence often includes nouns, verbs, and adjectives, and it may also contain adverbs or clauses to give more details. Vocabulary plays a huge role, because the more words you know, the better you can communicate. If learners study grammar carefully and practice every day, they can master a language faster. For example, Chinese uses characters, Arabic has a special script, and French includes many silent letters. Each language has something special to explore, which makes language learning a journey full of discovery. 29. Basic phrasal verbs. Lin, hey, my. Hurry up, or we'll be late for class. Did you get up on time? My, honestly, no. I couldn't wake up early. But I managed to get in the bus just before it went out of the station. Lin, wow, lucky you. I had to pick up my book, because I forgot to put it down in my bag yesterday. Then, when I got out of my house, it started raining. My, oh no. When I went in the classroom this morning, the teacher told me to calm down, because I was running. Lynn, classic. Anyway, did you find out about the English club? Yes. I looked around the school website and finally looked it up. I decided to join. Lynn, great. If you get on the club train, don't forget to get off at the right stop, smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. By the way, you should try on that new jacket, you'll look cool. Ha, I will. Oh. The music is too loud. Can you turn it down? Lynn, sure, or I can just switch it off completely. Perfect. Later, let's turn around, get back to the cafe, and slow down a bit. We've been rushing all morning. Lynn, deal. But first, let's go up to the classroom before the teacher turns up. Good idea. If we throw out all the stress and calm down, the day will go better. 30. Flowers, fruits, and nuts. Last summer, I visited my uncle's farm, and it was one of the most exciting trips I've ever had. He loves farming, so every day we woke up early to plant new seeds and water the flowers. Rows of roses, lilies, orchids, and even sunflowers were growing in the garden. Their smell was soft and sweet, but the cactus nearby felt hard when I touched it. In the fruit field, I learned how strawberries, blueberries, and watermelons are grown. We also picked some pears, mangoes, pineapples, kiwis, and even grapefruits. If the fruits are watered every day, they grow faster and produce more. There was also a small area for nuts. I tasted peanuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, almonds, and pecans. Some were hard to crack, but once I managed, they were delicious. My uncle said that if I ever wanted to be a farmer, I must feed the plants with care and grow them with patience. Before leaving, I took a deep breath to smell all the flowers again. It was a moment I'll never forget.